Hello and welcome to my broadcast about corporate bullies and how they ruin innocent people's lives. My name is Olu Taiwo, and I would like to invite you to join me and several other individuals and organizations to stand against corporate bullying and the consequential destruction of innocent victims' lives. I have struggled in the last 3.5 years to rebuild my life after being harassed by former colleagues and then bullied by managers and directors when I complained. I eventually lost my job as African Caribbean case coordinator, working for a company called Community Links Northern Limited in Leeds, West Yorkshire in the United Kingdom. This is an organization that was supposed to be to work to prevent issues of emotional and psychological disturbances occurring among members of the local community. However, looking at my brief relationship with this organization, it failed woefully, and there has been no reason, no explanation as to why I was harassed and bullied. Anyway, how could any organization have an explanation or justification for condoning harassment and bullying at work? My health has suffered greatly, terribly affecting my economic position as a result, and I'm barely able to survive while making efforts towards moving on and turning my experiences into positive use. I presented my case to the Employment Tribunal, and Community Links was found guilty of unlawful dismissal after a 4-day hearing. The tribunal's decision was based on my presentation as litigant in person and is of the catalogue of failures by the company. However, despite evidence of unlawful discrimination, the Employment Tribunal failed to address the consequential issues of personal injury. And as I was too distressed to do anything about it at that time, I later brought a claim to the Crown Court seeking for redress. Community Links Northern Limited, represented by a firm of solicitors who claim to have about 800 lawyers on their payroll, came with a technicality and managed to persuade the court to strike out the claim. This shameless organization has now decided to pursue me for cost, attempting to go for the kill by asking the court to make me pay almost £11,000 when I have only struggled to earn about £12,000 in 3 years, a situation that was brought about by staff's deliberate infliction of harm. Whilst I'm not at liberty to say much on the current court case, I thought it would be helpful to invite all well-meaning individuals and organizations around the world to condemn the actions of this bully organization and speak out more loudly against bullying and harassment at the workplace. You see, bullies they've never been known to embark on anything constructive. They only ruin people's lives. You see, I have loads of information here, documents and records that this matter has generated in the last 4 years. And part of it is filled with loads of lies and unsuccessful adventure in defamation of character, courtesy of Community Links Northern Limited. You see, my fight has been on the principle that no man, woman, or organization who engages in this nefarious activity should be allowed to get away with it. The more we condone it, the more we lose our humanity and sense of dignity. This organization ruined my career and my investments, but it cannot touch my resolve to pursue justice. In his novel, whilst acknowledging the hard work and resilience of a large proportion of this company's staff, who may have no idea of what has been going on, it is absolutely impossible for me to keep quiet over this gross injustice. In his novel, The Man Died, Africa's first Nobel laureate, Professor Wole Soyinka, stated that the man dies in everyone who keeps mute in the face of tyranny. And also, according to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., every man must decide whether he will walk in the light of creative altruism or in the darkness of destructive selfishness. I have, as a result of my experiences, been helping other victims of corporate bullying and harassment, and I am proud to say there have been successes. Bullying is tyranny and oppression, and those who engage in such are ruining lives and equally ruining the future of this country and human race. Allowing them will be to betray humanity. If you are being harassed or bullied, stand up to the bullies or get immediate help, as the only preoccupation of bullies is to ruin innocent lives, and you don't want to be a victim. There are loads of helpful websites you can visit. Please make good use of the opportunities. Very soon you will be able to access the information regarding this matter publicly, as the process that will make it possible is already in motion. You will then be able to judge for yourselves. As for the court hearing coming up on the 4th of June, I will keep you posted, or you might want to witness it yourself. It's at Leeds Combined Court in West Yorkshire. Finally, as a former independent parliamentary candidate, I urge every well-meaning person in Britain not to vote with emotions on that same 4th of June and later in the general election, but to demonstrate a constructive engagement with the political process towards wresting our democracy from this terrible decadence and paralytic realities. May God bless you.